Next, JP Duminy. He does make my squad, he does not make my team. Now, I'm going to go on somewhat of a rampage over this man. Please understand, I'm just stating facts. If you don't like the facts, there's only one man that can change the facts, and that is JP Duminy. I think that Cricket South Africa has mixed him and Miller's roles up over the last decade or so, where JP's been seen as the lower middle order batsman or the middle order batsman, and Miller's been seen as the finisher. And when you watch JP bat, you can kind of understand why. The man exudes talent. You watch him bat, and he is phenomenal. He just looks so good technically. He looks like he's got so much talent. He's obviously gifted, but for me, he's lacking in the international stage. Now, I've heard some outlandish statements that JP is a shoo-in the Proteas World Cup XR, never mind the XV. The only XR JP Duminy makes for me is the you never fulfilled your potential XR. And now let me explain to you why. So, let's look at some stats. I love looking at stats because this is where what people don't look at, and selectors I don't believe look at. JP Duminy has been playing for 15 years. 15 years. In 15 years, he only has 400s. So let's just start with batting. I'll get into bowlers. Now, if you look at this, his overall record, you see he's averaging 37 at a strike rate of 84, and you think, cool, not bad. Okay, but let's dig a little bit deeper. Okay. It's a long time that he's been in this side. He's 15 years, he's almost played 200 games. That is a lot of experience. Now, an average of 37 at a strike rate of 84, you would think it's not that bad. But what happens if we take away the weaker teams in those 15 years? You know, I'm seeing a lot of names like Ireland and Kenya and Netherlands and UAE, you know, I'm seeing a lot of these. We're also going to take out West Indies and Zim, who've probably struggled in the last 15 years. What happens if we take those countries out of JP stats? How do they look? Well, I took the liberty of looking at this. In 15 years, in 138 games, JP Duminy has never scored an ODI 100 for South Africa against a big side. Let that sink in. Okay? His average, he doesn't even average 30 against the big sides. Okay? In 2004, since 2004, he hasn't scored a single century against one of the big teams. Now, what else has happened since JP Duminy has made his debut? So in 15 years, he's had an opportunity to score lots of runs against lots of teams, and he hasn't. He's only done it against the minnows. JP Duminy is the very definition of a minnow basher, okay? And he gets chance after chance after chance after chance. Thank God he's announced his retirement, because Cricket South Africa would just play him until he was in his 80s, it seems. So I wanted to look at what else has happened, not just in cricket or sport, but in the world since 2004, since JP made his debut, where JP hasn't scored 100 against any of these big teams. Well, Facebook was founded, okay? It was also founded in 2004, okay? The same year JP made his debut, and now it's 2.3 billion users. YouTube was invented, Twitter was founded. The USA has had 3 presidents since JP Duminy's debut. Since his debut, Liverpool won the Champions League when they were 3-0 behind in 2005 and made that amazing comeback. Apple has launched the iPhone since JP Duminy's debut. They now have 19 versions of the iPhone since JP Duminy's debut. Usain Bolt, think how far back this goes. He broke the world record and many other world records for running. Kevin Peterson, so since JP Duminy made his debut, Kevin Peterson made his debut, scored over 10,000 test runs, won the Ashes 4 times, and then retired from international cricket. In all this time, JP Duminy hasn't scored 100 against a decent or a big side. It's an absolute joke, and it's a fucking disgrace that he's been kept in the side for as long as he has. These teams that he has failed against, these are the teams that we need to be doing well against if we are going to win a World Cup. But wait, JP Duminy's a bowler. Let me not forget. I love this. I absolutely love this because people jump to this. Is JP Duminy really a bowler? Is he actually an all-rounder? In my opinion, no. And the stats back me up. He's not an all-rounder. It is the biggest lie that has ever been told. Even including the minnow sides, he averages 45 with the ball at a strike rate of 51. He should not bowl in England. He will get hammered in England, and I hope Faf du Plessis doesn't bowl him in England. It's a disgrace that he's even talked about as an all-rounder. It's a lie sold by Cricket South Africa to justify his continuous inclusion in the team. Now, people have said to me, yeah, but he's so talented, and you know what if he scores you a World Cup 100 in the final? This isn't about me. I need to take ego out of this. I'm not a JP Duminy fan. Okay, I think that's pretty clear at this point. For me, this isn't about me being right or about me being wrong. I don't give a fuck if I'm right or if I'm wrong. If JP Duminy scores 100 in the final, I will publicly admit that I was wrong about him. This isn't about me predicting what may or may not happen. This is about choosing the best team to win you a World Cup. I'm so happy to be wrong about this. I hope I'm wrong about this and he scores 100 in the World Cup final. Okay? I hope I'm wrong about absolutely everything I've said about JP if that's what it takes for us to win a World Cup. This isn't about me. This isn't about my views. This is about preparing a squad that gives you the best chances of success. And for me, JP Duminy is not, for the reasons I've explained here, going to give you the best chances of success. One thing I will say about JP, and this is why he is in my squad, is he actually is a pretty good finisher. It's taken them 10 years to realize this. And the truth is he is going to be in the team. I know that my XI is not the XI that will be chosen. I know that. I haven't designed it to predict what CSA is going to do. I've designed it for what I believe is the best XI and the best XP. JP is going to be in the side. As much as I'm not a JP Duminy fan, and please understand this, firstly, he needs to be playing the finisher role and not David Miller. Okay, so he needs to be coming David at 6 or 5 or 6 and JP after David. Okay, I don't know who they're going to leave out. They might leave out Rassie, God forbid they leave out Markram, I'll lose my shit. If they leave out Hash, I'll kind of understand that. If he is going to play, he needs to play the finisher role. And last thing, if he does play, when he does play, I will support JP 100%. I'm putting my pride aside, I'm putting my ego aside. It's not about me, it's not about my beliefs on JP. I've just stated facts. If you don't like the facts, if they've upset you, well, they're stats, they're facts, they're statistics. And like I said, there's only one man that can change that, and that's not me, that's JP Duminy. If and when he plays, he has 100% of my support because that is in the best interest of South African cricket, of winning us a World Cup.